All right, everybody. I hope you guys are. Oh, hold on. My mic's having some issues here. There we go. Hope everybody's having a great day today. Oh, it's like really grainy. Why is it like that? Oh my goodness, I'm having mic trouble here. Hold on, I'm going to unplug this and plug it back in. All right, sorry about that, guys. Hopefully my mic isn't kind of cracky. It sounds kind of cracky through my headphones here. I do apologize if it sounds bad. I'm not sure exactly what's going on with it. Uh, you know what? Maybe I should try. It is bad. Okay, give me one sec. What the hell, Mike? Let's see. Does it still sound kind of bad? What is going on with my mic? It's way better. All right, cool. Hell yeah, thanks guys. I don't know why it keeps going in and out. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, gonna be working on my commission again here. So let's go ahead and let's hop on over there. It sounds like it's being weird again. What is going on? I don't understand. So anyway, this is as far as we got before. I got most of the OC done. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue working on the creatures that she is dispatching here in the background. So let me go ahead and let's turn off these layers. I need to turn everything off here so I can concentrate on what I'm doing. Let's turn this stuff off. Thanks, Pensy. Appreciate it. Been putting a lot of work into it, so I hope it looks good. Alright, let's turn that off, and that, and that. And all of these layers. And we're just going to concentrate purely on working on the line art right now. God, it sounds like I sound glitchy again, right? Man, I don't know what's going on with that. Let's see, let's flip it. Oh wait, I can flip it this way. Hold on, let me see if I can mess with it again real quick, because that's really annoying. I'm so sorry, guys. Where's my sketch and everything for this? See, that's the folder. So there's got to be sketch lines. There we go. There's some of the sketch lines. I'm going to try messing with my chords one more time, and then if that doesn't fix it, well, stopped working again. Sorry, having difficulties here. Does that sound better? Vegeta, get out of the box, dude. Alright, if you want to be in the box over there, that's fine. Just... Vegeta, get away from my cords. That is exactly why I'm having problems. Hello, hello? Okay. Well, it sounds like shit, but it is kinda working. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just gonna go ahead and start working here, and I guess I will not talk as much.
Okay. Today. Let's go. Vegeta. No, over here. Okay. Yeah. Can you pick it up? Pick it up. Good boy. That's a good boy.
But basically what I'm doing here is I'm trying to kind of emulate a little bit like this right here. So we get kind of like a look like it's another aspect of it that could help with, moving through the rock and the sediment. We're making this one like the most detailed because we can take this one and we can duplicate it and manipulate it to put the other ones in the background. That way we don't have to draw absolutely every single one, and as they get farther away anyway, the detail is going to it's going to be less like visible, so we're just not going to worry about it. Becomes a little less important as it goes back. Because, once you have it established in your mind what it actually looks like, it'll apply those details like, you know, automatically in your head. So it's like magic. Hopefully, I'm drawing this right. Trying my best. I'm not exactly a master of perspective by any means, but if I can make it believable, that's what matters. And let's get some of the lines underneath of this erased away so we can see. Make sure we know that these are overlapping like that. And we're gonna have the legs like come out of like this right here anyway, this little structure. So no, I didn't get a chance to see it yet. I was really busy yesterday, so I didn't really do too much on like social media or anything. So I will check it out as soon as I am done with the stream, though. I promise. Oh, you just posted it. Oh, okay. Hell yeah. Nice. I will check it out. Sure, it's amazing. Because your artwork is great. I saw the Smegsy one the other day. I just hadn't had a chance to comment on it yet. What layer is this? Is it this layer? I need to label these layers. I'm being a bad artist here. I was trying to work on this last night, but I was just like really burnt out. So I was just like, maybe I'll save this for stream tomorrow. I do have a little surprise that I'm working on as well, which I'll show you guys eventually. So, when I get burnt out on this, I like to, do do something else for a little bit. Which one? I've done like 3 in the last week. Oh, the one with the with all 3 of them having a smegsy like sandwich, basically. Having a sexy hugging party, essentially. I know you pump stuff out really fast, so which is good. That's really cool. Yeah, line work is definitely like the most tedious aspect of this, but it works the best with the style of rendering that I'm doing now, which is more cell shaded esque than painterly. So that's why we're doing that. Let's see, what layer is this on? It's on that layer. Well, that looks pretty good. I don't remember. I'm so sorry. I'll have to I'll have to look into it. I'll have to do my research. Whoa, what are you doing there, computer? Okay. It's freaking out. Why are you freaking out, PC? Okay. Now it appears to be okay again. I don't know what that was all about. Aw, shit. The numbers are going up. The sexy is increasing. I like it. Alright, let's do some imperfections on these lines here where we kind of adjust the line width here and there. That way it doesn't look so mechanical. Even though like it is a mechanical thing, but we want to look like a person drew it, so. That person is me. I drew it. I did it. It was me. You can clap now. Silly Voices, done by Art Aniki. Oh yeah, that's a good call. I should save. When it's being funky like that, you should definitely save. You are right. We can't let our file get funky. I'm so happy that Baby Metal is still going like strong and still like pumping out like awesome music. That would have been so sad if like people actually like bullied them out of like doing music because they're so damn cool. I want to grow up to be as cool as Baby Metal. One day I will be that cool. I really want to see him live. Whenever I get to go to Japan here finally, that's like on my list of fun things to do. Go see Baby Metal. What fucking layer is that on? This layer. Okay. I was drawing this. I was working on this yesterday, and I was like, "This is like the most American sci-fi coded thing I think I've ever drawn." Like this, this creature in particular. But that's okay. We do what the client wants, right? Maybe they'll come up with one where it's like they have like an actual like warrior like mecha suit or something, and I can make it like super cool. Like there's nothing wrong with this. It's just I'm not used to doing like kind of like this stylization where it kind of reminds me of like almost like 60s and 70s kind of like sci-fi. I mean, at least the OC is like, you know, decently like anime, like the way I drew her. It's nice to experiment and to like do different things though. Not everything I do has to be like anime inspired, so it's just what I'm most comfortable with. But that's okay. This gives me practice for doing other things. I'm so glad that my mic is like cooperating right now too. Let me tell you, I was really worried there for a sec that it was gonna shit the bed on me and that I wouldn't be able to use it. I'd be so sad. No, don't do that. No, why did I do that? Keep forgetting I have these on separate layers here, so it's like I gotta keep track. I can't just use the fill tool like I normally would. And like normally I would just like draw this all on like these lines all on one layer, but I was like, you know what? That's gonna be kind of a pain in the ass for like what I'm doing here, so let's not do that this time. Alright, so we need the ones on this side too. So go back to the layer I'm working on with that, which is this layer, right? Yep, that layer. Okay, cool. Let's see if I can do the reverse of it on this other side here. Let's just do this first. A little bit fatter. Lullabies make me when it's over. Oh, okay, so yeah, so I just need to, well, my brush will cooperate. This. Don't you take me down with you. This was like my favorite Man with a Mission song for a long time. Take me under, take me down with you. Just take me under. The video is really cool too. If you guys haven't seen like Man with a Mission videos, you should definitely check them out. They're really cool. And what layer is this on? That way. I really, really like Man with a Mission too. They're another Japanese band I really want to see live. They wear like these like dog heads or bear heads or I don't know. There's some sort of like animal heads.
Are either Shivas or
Yeah, they kind of look like Shivas,
like
is what Havoc's telling me. I don't know officially what they are though. But they're super cool. Take me under, take me down with you. So strike me under. Take me down with you. Alright. Cool. I was trying to do this last night, but I was just like struggling because I think I was just like kind of burnt out on it at the time. So I'm super glad that I was able to draw those lines. Alright, let's see here. I think we can combine these layers here soon. Let's see if we can get rid of these little artifacts here. So I don't want them to show up. There we go. So let's turn this back on. And then we're going to combine these layers now. Since we've done pretty much this section, I think I'm just going to do some spots where... Oh, now I can use the paint bucket tool, so we can do some shadowing here and there. And we can do where like the lines connect, we can just kind of fatten them up a little bit here and there, and we can make them thinner in different spots. Just so we get like some variety there. And at some point here, I'm going to need, once I get it all drawn, I got to add some damage to it. So it's going to be erasing away like parts of this and kind of like cutting it into pieces with the lasso tool. There's like organic creatures inside, so I need to have them kind of like, you know, like spilling out and bleeding a little bit as well. There's definitely like a lot involved in this. And like I feel like these are kind of plain, but I'm gonna try to spruce them up with my rendering. I was kind of thinking they would, you know, they would need like a lot of like ventilation, so maybe these will have like some sort of like steam or something that comes out of them when I go to color it. Of course it's going to have like some sort of steam or energy coming off of it from where she's sliced them up with her badassery. You know, just kind of do some cleanup here. Sometimes when I'm like kind of like unsure about the design, sometimes my lines aren't quite as confident, so I gotta like go through after the fact here and kind of make them a little better. I'm really excited to show the other project I've been working on in the shadows here, so that's going to be fun to work on. Let's put like a little kind of like area where it connects here into one of these kind of jams. Sometimes it's kind of hard with these like really high resolution images to find like the sweet spot where the zoom is. Because if you zoom in too much, it looks like pixelated and it kind of like affects your pen pressure. Let's kind of do like maybe like a little pattern thing like through here that kind of goes this way. Something like that. That's probably good for that. And let me flip it and see what we can do going the other way here. See if there's any more lines that need adjusting. I think this one does. This needs to be like thinned out in a couple spots. And definitely this up here. And we need some through here where it needs to be varied a bit. And these kind of look like they're converging a little weird here. So let's get that sorted. So there's like a clear separation there. And this area here needs to show that it's got some depth to it, so we're gonna put some line here to make it like, we're gonna fill that right there, and then we'll just kind of fatten it up where it connects around in here. Of course, like, brush isn't doing what I want. There we go. Alright, that's pretty good for that section there. I'm going to go ahead and save. And we're going to do a layer underneath. Well, as soon as my computer stops freaking out. Come on, buddy. You can do it. Alright, cool. Alright, so we need another ellipse here for where the arm is going to connect. Kind of like that, and then we're going to tilt it, move it up into position here. We're going to duplicate, and we're going to make this a little bigger to kind of go around the outside of it here. And we actually need to rotate it too, so let's do scale and rotate. Maybe more back this way. There we go. Something along that lines there. And I'm gonna combine these layers so I can manipulate them from there. Let's do another layer on top of it so we can do similar to what we did with this. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and adjust these lines. The hell, is this not the layer? That is the layer. This layer, okay. I haven't been labeling them. I've been bad. I'm definitely to the point where I like really kind of want to like wrap this up, but you know, I gotta make sure I put the same care that I would into the entire thing because it's a commission, so I don't want to catch myself slacking in any parts, so. And I think after this commission, I'm going to take a little bit of a break from the commissions. Just for like maybe like a week or so. So I can kind of rest and reset. I don't want to get like too much tunnel vision too on a particular project. Ah, good call. I'm getting some water. Thank you, thank you. I'm on it. I got it. Hydrated. Okay, so this is the layer that I was going to do these things on. So let's put our starting lines for where it comes to the top. That one's actually going to be like coming off of it a bit here. Kind of like that. Let's make it a little wider though. Like that. And we'll flip it this way. That, and this one is actually kind of going the other way, so have it like that. And it's going to be cut off here, so I don't have to worry about that. And I just realized I got a little bit of fuzziness there. And let's go back to this. And we're just actually going to go ahead and erase away this because it's going to be covered by this front part here. So let's not confuse ourselves and just take care of that. that, and let's put a little bit of a line there for the depth. Now we would kind of have some kind of code like that, because I got to remember that it's like angled. And then this one would just be like a little bit at the top here. Good enough. A lot of this is going to be covered by the leg coming out anyway, so I don't have to worry about it quite so much. So that's that layer. So let's combine these two now. Do a layer underneath for the actual body section here, which is essentially just the cylinder. Let's fix this line here. Kind of bring it up. We're gonna flip so we can get the other line we need. Just like this. A little rounded. Add some more artifacts here on this. So get rid of those real quick. There we go. In there. Alright, and let's go back to this. So I kind of wanted to have the little saw things again here, so let's have it so they stop right before they get to where the legs connect, because you know, going underneath it doesn't really make sense. So I'm gonna do this. We're gonna kind of cut into it, so there's like a little inlaid spot to put them. And let's do one more going this way. Again, we want to make sure that it can easily move through rock and sediment. There we go. That's a better line. And we'll do this. And we can erase away this, of course, here, because it's overlapping in there. And then we can actually do some more. We can do like the saw things up here too. And we wouldn't be able to see this one on this other side, so we're not going to worry about it. And then I kind of want to do like a little kind of connector ring here. We're getting lots of cylinder and curve practice here. Hey, Cheetah Man, what's up, dude? The Hype Menace return. I'm working on the creature part of these commissions here. They are tube-like, alien-like mecha things for like mining. They come in and they mine all the resources on a planet, and then they peace out. You know, like what we would do. What fucking layer is this? Oh, it's that layer. This is what I was trying to fix, I think. It's right here. There we go. Did you have a good weekend? I don't think I don't think I've seen you since a stream or two. So, all right, and let's get like where the little indent is on it. We'll just have it go straight across like that because we're gonna have like the spot where the little saw blades are gonna be. Just a little spot that they can kind of rest in. Oh, nice. What are you studying in college? If you don't mind me asking. Let's see. So let's put a little bit of shadowing here, just a tad bit. Oh no, I forgot it's not connected yet. No, stop. All right, we'll do that after we connect it all back together. All right, so at this point, let me remember how I drew these little saws. So like that. And then they have, oh my god, I gotta remember. Flip it this way. So it's like that, like that. Kind of goes like this. You know what? I need to draw them like right side up and then like rotate them. I think it's the way to go. I think that's the move. Now we have to go back like that. And it kind of does like this. And then there's kind of like something like this. We're gonna fix it here in just a sec. Just trying to get like the general shape of it. Something like that. So let me come in here. Doing it just to do it. It's humanity and arts. It's basically just for a little extra money. Then I'll try and find some animation related around January. It was all especially after a movie, finishing up online. Do you live in what country do you live in, if you don't mind me asking? Because college in America is a freaking scam and not worth the debt. I mean, you can do whatever you want. You're an adult. I just hate to have you in like, crippling debt like myself. When it could be avoided. Granted, if you already started, it's there's not much you can do about it now, but it's kind of hindsight. Okay, I mean, yeah, hell, I mean, if you got the money for it, like, I just wish you luck, like getting a job with it. Hmm, that sucks. Because you can learn everything that you would need to learn, like, online without having to go to college, especially if you're doing, like, art. Like, unless you're going to a college where you're immediately going to get, like, connections with, like, industries, um, then I would recommend just using, like, YouTube or one of the artists that I really like. His name is Mark Burnett. He actually has an art course because he's a professional. He put it all together, and it's like way cheaper than going to college. And I haven't, I don't have the whole thing myself, but I did get the anatomy one. But like the whole course teaches you like pretty much like everything you would need to know to like draw. Like it's like super super valuable. What you could do is you could get that and be like, "See, sis, I'm taking online courses," and then just do that, and then just have all the skills for like way less money. You know what? Here, I'll give you a link. Let's see. Yeah, this is only $368 for the whole thing, which is like absolutely dirt cheap. You get like access to like their Discord and everything too, so you get to like interact with like other artists and that kind of thing. One of these days I'm gonna save up and get it so I can have the whole thing and be super pro. But yeah, he worked for like Riot, he worked for Blizzard. He designed a lot of the characters for like Overwatch, like the original like OG Overwatch. So I think it's worth it personally. Because I just watch his YouTube videos alone, which are also free, and I have improved like drastically just from that. Oh yeah, you're welcome, man. Hey, I'm here to help artists not don't make the mistakes I made. Like just the internet is such an invaluable resource like as far as like anything you want to learn, anything you want to do, like definitely go there first before you commit to having like you know a big house or a nice car's worth of debt for no damn reason. That's gonna get you nowhere. Because like traditional college is gonna make you do all these other stupid courses that have nothing to do with art, and then once you get to the art, it's gonna be the same basic shit that you did in high school essentially all over again. Trust me, I went to art school for a little while and I did not learn anything I couldn't have just learned online. It's like, bitch, I just got out of high school. Why am I doing this again? Like, what? Why? Why are you making me do this? Oh, yeah, that's right. It's because money is involved and you want more money out of me that I don't have because I'm a college student. You know what? I just realized I need to make some of these smaller as they go back. So let me do that. Yeah, it's like, it's just college is okay if say you're going for like a medical degree of some kind or something like that or like a legal degree. Things that are generally one not going to be replaced by AI in like the next like year or two, and two things that are like so specialized that you know it's something where you have to go to college to learn it. So, but who knows? Maybe you'd be able to learn that stuff on the internet too. But you have to have the accreditation for it. So Yeah, it's just out to get your money. Exactly. And like loans are predatory, so they're going to be like, "Oh yeah, you can totally have this loan if you get paid all back by the end of next year." And it's like this ridiculous amount of money. It's like, "Fuck no, I can't pay that back." And they're like, "Well, then you don't go to college." It's like, "Well, shit." Doing this to like 18 and 19-year-old kids is fucked up. Like I was 18 when I went off to college, and like I said, I went to art school, so it was like 60K to go to this art school. I don't know. It was a huge waste of like time and money. Like I mean, I met some people there that were really cool. Like I have some friends from it, but like as far as like education wise, they also got shut down for having like for like cooking their books, basically like their money books. So you know. But yeah, that should be like a nice alternative there for you. Oh shit, I should have done this differently. Should have separated these layers. Alright, so let's take these and we're going to put them down here. Alright, we're going to merge them actually so I can do my manipulating of them all together. Yeah, that's that layer. So wait, this actually needs to be above that layer. Alright, that. So these should be the rest. Nope, that also needs to go down here. Alright, merge these. Yeah. Well, it wasn't originally predatory like that. It's when fucking the original lender Fannie Mae got involved. They got a government contract, and that's when they started scamming people, which is really really shitty. Because before that, basically, say like like when the boomers and the generations before that and all that um, were going to college. They could go to college for like the total for like $1,000 or some dumb shit, like their whole education. So when they give you shit about it, it's like, dude, you could also buy a house for like you could buy like a friggin' 4-story house for like $5,000 or some shit. Like absolute madness. I'm sorry, what'd you say, Bob?
It was like 14K for a family house.
Yeah.
And our parents were buying.
Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy low. Anyway, sorry. I'm done with my bitching, guys. It's just a sour subject for me. But capitalism's great, guys. It's the best. Oh, hell yeah. Nice. Well, hey, thanks thanks for listening to me, bitch. I appreciate it. I try not to bitch too much on here. Try to keep it about the art as much as possible. Keep the crash outs to a minimum. Go further. This is to go even further beyond. I'm not even going to try to scream for that long because I certainly can't. And I also live with other people, so I'm not going to do that. My poor voice. Though, if it actually let me go like Super Saiyan without being a Super Saiyan at all, that would be awesome. I'd take it. Oh, the things I would do with that. Let me tell you. Some may even call it evil. I call it the great good. It's not like I would totally be like mad with power or anything. Alright, so that's pretty good. Now they look like they're kind of rotating on there. Or at least they have a place. Oh, you got ads. Okay. Alright, so these lines underneath need to be erased now. Forgot to erase where these like overlap. That's okay, I can do that too. Not a biggie. I can fix that. I have the technology. Is it bad, guys, that I'm excited to play some Schedule 1 on Thursday? That game is so fun. It's so addictive. I can't imagine why. Yeah, it's really fun. Especially like I started like mixing like crazy shit in with like my product. So now it's all like it's got like funny names and stuff. Apparently you can have like different effects happen. Like you can have people like spontaneously explode. Like if you put the right stuff in it, which sounds infinitely amusing to me. I'm sure that I don't know how that affects like your relationship with your customer, but it is certainly an option. Oh wow. Oh shit, I didn't even know that Three Frogs was here. Hey, what's up, man? No, no, I'm not a dealer. I could not do that. Like, first of all, Aniki is bad at lying. like absolutely terrible at lying. So one, if I got caught, like it would be the world's worst like lie trying to get out of it. Second of all, I'd probably be like so nervous, like even doing a deal to begin with, that they'd be like, "Man, this guy's sketchy." I am the one who knocks. I've never seen that show. I've just seen the clip. I just know that that's like his little iconic thing. That's like his little monologue that he has when he's having a crash out. When his wife is like giving him shit about being a meth dealer, which you know she should, but you know whatever. Yeah, things like so you know I don't take issue with like anybody that just like you know smokes weed or eats edibles or anything like that. I'm not encouraging anybody to go do any drugs, obviously, but you know I don't think there's any harm in those. But like hard drugs, no, thank you. Like I do kind of want to try some psychedelics at some point because I have like really like psychic tendencies. Like I can see spirits and stuff sometimes. So I think it would be interesting to take something like something psychedelic and see what kind of interesting uh, things that I would see or be able to maybe interact with. I think that would be cool. Extra dimensional beings. Why do I feel bloated? Yeah, boom. Have you guys seen that stupid movie? Oh God, what is Garbage Day from? Is that from?
Oh, it's a Christmas one.
Yeah, it's there's like a Christmas horror movie where this guy just goes around murdering people, and there's this stupid. All right, let me just find the clip. It's so dumb. It's like one of my favorite things, like in the world because it's so stupid. Oh, it's Silent Night, Deadly Night
Yep,
2.
that's it.
All right, hold
Don't worry about the first one. I'm gonna watch
on. Well, for those of you that haven't seen it, you're welcome.
it.
Out of context, too, it makes absolutely no sense. Even in context, it doesn't make any sense. But I can't help but say it like every time somebody mentions like they're gonna like take out the trash or something. Garbage day. It's so stupid. Oh yeah, like my humor is a little different. That's for sure. And obviously, you know, I'm not going around thinking people like getting shot is funny. It's just it's a silly movie. It's a very very silly movie. Like really funny like old school like B movie horror is like fantastic like Chopping Mall. Chopping Mall is amazing. Also incredibly stupid. Chopping Mall is where there's like these like rogue like robots going around this mall like they have like lasers and shit and they're like killing people. It's so funny.
Yeah, but they look like a trash can wheels.
Huh?
But they look like a trash can wheels.
Yeah, they look like a trash can with wheels, like Havoc pointed out. Which is true. They do. And they probably are a trash can with wheels, knowing how they used to do practical effects, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Stupid Horror is definitely the best. It's so fucking dumb. Also, I love like the pun aspect of the title. You know, puns are like my generation's soul food. At least for dudes. Like I don't think it's the same for girls. I don't think they appreciate the puns. They look at us like the One Piece characters when the guys are freaking out about like mecha or something cool, and then it pans to the girls and they all have that like blank expression like we're so sick of these like idiots. Oh yeah, killer clowns from outer space. Yeah, that movie when I was a child actually scared me. I'm not necessarily a fan of clowns. Like nowadays, they'll be like, "This goofy bitch gonna try and kill me," and then I'd punch him in the nose and it'd be over. I'd boop him in his snoot. Yeah, yeah. I'd probably be like fairly disarmed at first seeing them, and then I'd be like, "Well, looks like that was the end of Aniki, folks." He was never heard of again after he was cocooned in cotton candy. Although I really like cotton candy, so if the cotton candy actually still tasted like cotton candy, I think I would get out of it pretty easily. You could literally just like spit on it and get out of it because it dissolves. Maybe it's like crazy space grade, like, could survive like going through the atmosphere or something. It's what they coat their ship with to, handle the friction of the atmosphere. Buzzsaws. Bzz, 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 bzz. Oh my god, speaking of One Piece, the new latest episode was so awesome. I am like a super like Zoro fanboy, so it was like the best thing ever for me personally. Let's kind of have like a little bit of a cast shadow here from the tubing, the totally tubular tubing. Whoa, totally tubular. Wow, bro. Yeah, hang time. Is anybody old enough to remember uh what was it called? Was it Surf Nazis or something like that, or Surf Ninjas?
Surf Nazi. What the fuck?
Surf Ninjas. Well, there's also like there's another movie where there's like Nazis that are surfing and they like blow them up and stuff, and it's like
Oh.
awesome. You know, anytime a Nazi explodes, like I'm all here for it. So that doesn't look that great. Maybe I need to like extend it a little more this way, and we'll kind of do this. That's probably fine. Tubes with Rob Schneider. Rob Schneider is a stapler. I like Rob Schneider in Grandma's Boy. You forgot smoking lamp. Oh, was that expensive piece? Yeah. Yeah, Rush Hour was fun back in the day, but now it's like, holy shit, that movie was actually kind of racist. When you go back and look at it, you're like, well, it was the '90s or 2000s or some, it was during that time period where you know things were very things that were unacceptable were very acceptable for some reason. So people hadn't learned, people hadn't gotten better yet. Like I love going back and watching old movies where like say like a crime happens in a hospital and all the detectives come in just like smoking like a freaking factory. Yeah. So uh I like the YouTuber Meat Canyon, or AKA Papa Meat. He has a bunch of different channels. He does like really like grotesque like cartoons and stuff, but they're pretty funny. Anyway, he really likes horror movies, and he also has a podcast called Creepcast where they read like horror stories done by people like on the internet, and it's pretty cool. Anyway, he did a video where he was doing like horror movie like rankings and stuff like that. And one of the Exorcist movies isn't really like in the same vein as the other Exorcist movies. I can't remember what number one it was, but so Havoc and I were like, oh, okay, like we like Meat Canyon. He does a lot of cool horror stuff. Maybe this is actually really good. So the movie was not good. It was not good at all, but it does take place mostly in a hospital, and the detective that's like, trying to solve like what's going on is just like smoking pretty much like the whole time. And like, there's one point where I think like even like his friend is a priest and he's in the hospital and he's in his bed and the detective is just like smoking away like right next to him. And I'm just like, God damn. Like just this poor guy's just trying to stay alive. Oh yeah. Yeah, his I mean they're creepy on purpose, it's like super like macabre and hyperbole essentially. I don't know. I think they're pretty funny. I absolutely love like the pumpkin spice one. What made me laugh so hard because I used to work for Starbucks for like a really long time, and I'm like, oh my god, this is so accurate. And like the pumpkin spice isn't even good. I'm just gonna say it. That might be a hot take, but I don't think it's very good. I don't think it tastes like pumpkin at all. Like it doesn't have enough like the spices that come in like a pumpkin pie or like a that kind of thing. Like it just tastes kind of like sugary pumpkin adjacent flavors. You're like maybe it's pumpkin. I mean, pumpkin isn't like one of my like favorite flavors anyway. Like it's okay. I think also because I was born in like the Northeast, like where we had a lot of stuff like that. Like it's kind of just not really like so much like a special thing. It's just kind of like, oh, we would have like pumpkin pie just like whenever. So, so it didn't really have like any, wasn't much like magic or specialness to it. Oh yeah, the Disney adults one is also hilarious because I've met some Disney adults, so you know what? If you like Disney, whatever, it's fine. But like, I don't
Disney
know.
adults are built different.
What'd you say, Javi?
Oh, I said Disney adults though are built different. It's
Y-
different than just liking Disney.
yeah, Disney adults are built different. You know what? I think I've only been to Disney like maybe once when I was like 10,
It's not worth
and it was fine.
it. It's
It
expensive.
was okay because at the time I was like really obsessed with the movie Hook. I think that came around out around then. So I was like really excited about like the Peter Pan stuff. Yeah, yeah, when it's your identity, it's kind of it's really kind of scary. It's like I better watch what I say about Disney stuff around this person. They might like cannibalize me or something. But then they might not want to partake in my non-Disneyfied flesh. They'd be, ew, this one doesn't taste Disney enough. Oh, nice. Well, I hope you had a good time when you were there, at least. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just like, just with anything where people take things to an extreme, you know? I want to go to Universal Studios Japan because they have Monster Hunter stuff there. And I am a Monster Hunter fanboy. I love everything about Monster Hunter. They could literally make the same game over and over again with slightly different monsters, and I would play it, which is kind of what they do. But they do add some new stuff here and there. Same with Armored Core. I do that too. I do have Armored Core 6. I should play it again sometime soon. It's kind of just collecting dust right now. Digital dust in my Steam library. Because I did the first playthrough. You have to do multiple playthroughs to get all the parts in that one. Well, that's cool. I don't think we ate much there because even then it was kind of expensive to eat. I don't know. I don't remember a whole lot about it. Because we went to the one in Florida, and I think we. Isn't there a section near it where, like, one of, like, the space shuttles or something is, like, hanging out chilling, like one of the old ones?
I mean, they come in at Florida, so
Yeah.
they leave in Texas. And when they come back in, when they used to do shuttles, it
Yeah.
comes in because it used to be able. It would rattle everything when I lived in Florida.
Oh, yeah,
It
I
would wake
bet.
you up. It was really scary. But you always knew when like they were coming back into the atmosphere.
Yeah.
And I didn't live like near it, but you know, it was like right there by Disney.
Oh, I love food too. My my wallet doesn't love food as much as I love food, but I do love food.
Oh yeah. Cookies for the chickens.
You know what? I should have kept another layer with these saw blades. That's my bad. Aniki burger toppings. Okay, so. My absolute favorite burger place of all time ever, one of the best burgers I've ever had in my life, is this place called Ruby's, and I believe it's in like it's in between Soho and Little Italy.
I think they moved to Soho
Or they moved to Soho? Okay.
Yeah, I mean they're not in the same place.
But anyway, absolutely. Oh, sorry. I'm kind of like far away from the mic. So they have a burger there that comes with like a fried egg on it. And just like the burger patties, the burger meat, like I don't know where they get their meat from or how they make it, but it's like the most dense but like juicy and delicious like burger ever. Like it's a massive burger. Like this burger is insanely large. Like 100% worth like the price. Like so good. Yeah, and it's run by like these like Australian like, like hipster dudes. And I'm all about it. The video's going in and out too? Shit. Well, maybe the internet's messing up. That's super weird. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't really know what I can do about that, unfortunately. I'm not like overly tech savvy either, so you know what? This isn't like not even remotely looking at the other ones here, so it's kind of like this. I really should learn how to make things into brushes so I can just use it as a brush. This one might be a little off, but I think it'll work. Oh yeah, so there's another hurricane coming. That might have something to do with it. Alright, I kind of want these to be going the other direction, so let's flip them this way. Actually, I gotta think about this because it's upside down. No. It's not the right way. Vertically. So it would still have to go that way. So I'd actually have to adjust the... Okay, so we're just going to leave it like this. That'll be fine. It'll still do, like, the purpose of, like, the burrowing that we needed to do, so... Alright, we're going to kind of set it on the inside there. Yeah, I am not feeling how often they're coming and how extreme they're getting. Oh shit, did I do that all in the same layer? There's no way. Did I? No. No! Son of a bitch. Alright. What we can do is we're going to cut it. And now we're going to do a new layer. We're going to do paste with a hard P. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it's like our infrastructure isn't even remotely built to handle it either. Like a lot of our power lines are like above ground and all that kind of stuff, so it's like really just, power goes out all the damn time, like every time there's a storm, which is ridiculous. If only we had solar roadways, we wouldn't have this issue. Just saying. Solar roadways are so fucking cool. If you don't know what those are, please look them up. They're amazing. Alright, so that, and I probably should have put some blades behind here, but I think it'll be okay. we're just gonna do a couple here. No, need the eraser. No, that's not right either. Go back out. Is it this one? What layer? So it needs to be this layer. Needs to be erased away so they're not like on top of each other. And then where it's set inside and where it's set inside here, right? Oh my god, that's crazy. That's way too long to be without power. I mean, it's like, you know, aside from like, you don't have like clean like running water, like, you can't really like cook your food. Like, there's just, I don't know, it's just ridiculous. And there's like no backups, like no contingencies, like nothing. It's just like shrugs. Oh, they're out of power. Oh well, that sucks. It's like, thanks guys. Really appreciate your help. Yeah, 10 is crazy. I would have to find like somewhere where somebody has power, because I could not go that long with like without a shower. I know like the Texas power grid is like total ass, so every time there's like a hellacious like storm out there, it gets like super wrecked. No. Hell yeah. You're so nice, Pensy. I love it. I love to see it. When I get off of here after I take a little bit of a break, I'm going to have to go through and check out all your posts, of course. Make sure I like and share them as well. I love that you have like a bunch of projects going on. That makes me happy. I like to see all my artist friends being nice and productive and having a good time, that kind of thing. So, because, if you're not having a good time doing art, then what's the point, right? All right, we're getting there with the body. I haven't done the legs yet, but we're getting there. Let me save. Oh yeah, I've got my my tasty drink that Havoc got for me. A little ASMR there. Ah, it's so tasty. I love it. I love it. Alright, so kind of thinking how I want to do this one. I think this right here being a tube would probably be make it like pretty flexible. Yeah, we'll have to make sure it's a decent size. This needs to be white so I can change the... Alright, so it's got to be even bigger. Oh, let's start it back here. And then we're going to have to do some like warping of it. This might not work the way I want, but we're gonna try. Transform, let's do mesh transformation. Let's see if we can get this kind of going the way I want it. Updated the schoolgirl Kiko with a new design because I did the one of her last year. Oh yeah, it's always fun to do that. You know, do like annual like redesigns to see what your like new skill level is and like how far you've come, and you know you get to update your character and be happy about it. I really like doing that. It's like one of my favorite things to do actually, is to take like old characters and give them updates, and then you can see your like artistic like progress, and I don't know, it's just fun. This might not look the way I want it to. We're gonna keep messing with it though. I think I need to squish this bottom together more, because it's gonna get smaller as it goes in. So let's bring it like way in here. Starting to lose the shape though. Alright, that's not gonna work. That's fine. It was a thought. Delete. Well, hey, I mean that's cool. I mean, I'm really glad that you are proud of your work, of your progress. So, all right, so we're gonna hand draw this tube here. At least we're gonna try. And it's gonna be getting smaller as it comes in. It's got to be rounded right there, and it's got to be more. Well, we wouldn't be able to see the top edge of that actually. Yeah, let's keep it consistent with the other tubes, so they have like a little spacer in between them. This could actually be a point where maybe she does a cut, because it's like a more vulnerable part of it. So once I get done drawing it is when I'm going to have to figure out what kind of damage she's done to it. So this is actually like a really vulnerable spot. But like kind of where it connects here. Alright, so I think that looks pretty decent there. And let's do another like kind of like ring connector like I've been doing. Make it kind of small for the perspective. Oh, excuse me, jeez. This is carbonated, so I apologize. I'm going to be burping a bit. So do that. Maybe rotate it a little more. More like that. And then we can duplicate it, and we'll make it larger for the next section. Oops, that's not what I want. I want just regular transform. Scale and rotate, so we'll make it nice and big here. And we are going to have to do a little bit of manipulating here to make it fit the kind of shape we're going on here. So let's go ahead and do our mesh transformation. out a little more, maybe this way a little more. This is going to go down, down, and then we gotta flip it, see how it looks this way. Well, I had a really big one on there. You know what? I don't think I like that. Let's get rid of that. Maybe I should do the big giant back part and then figure out how it connects here. Havoc is the coolest. You are absolutely correct. There is no debating that. I have the world's coolest wife there is and ever was.
Okay.
She's just like, okay. But it's true. These are facts. Yeah, she's cooler than me. You're right. I agree. I will not debate that. All right, maybe we can do like our pipes. Oh, that's too big. Here. So we do some tubes kind of going this way. Let's make sure I kind of get what I'm going for here. I got to go way past it here because it's gonna overlap. So let's get our brightness, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna maybe manipulate it a little bit, just a bit. Kind of come up like this because it needs to get a little smaller as it comes back. Like that. Squish it together a little bit more. And this needs to kind of be a bit bigger coming out this way. And then at the peak of it, it needs to be like that. And then we can take this. Race away. Yeah, I win because I'm married to her, right? I got the best one, so you know, all other wives can go home. Here, let's do one going this way, like this. Brightness to opacity, and then we'll do our manipulation again here. And we bring it in, and bring it in here and here. Kind of squish it together a little bit more. And actually, this needs to kind of come up more here. Like that. Like that. And then we're going to bring this out some. Make it nice and fat going this way. And it's actually going to taper back in a little bit. Let me flip. Something like that. And then we can erase away here at this point, because we do want some overlap. Like it's actually wrapped around it. That's what we're going for here. Alright, so we got that. Now, make sure I do these on separate layers in case I need to do anything crazy with them. That, and then opacity. Not free transform, that's not what I need. I need mesh transformation. No, I gotta redo that. So try mesh transformation. There we go. All right, let's flip it this way. Bring that in. Bring this out. Make it so it kind of just has a little bit that kind of peeks around the back here. That, and comes out more as we go this way. And it actually needs to come back in as we get closer to here. Now let's flip, make sure it looks kind of weird. Maybe if I move this point a little bit and this one, try to get like a better curve here. That looks okay. And we'll cut out around here. Oops. Alright, cool. We got some tubes there. Guess I need a little bit here to show up too. Just to show that there's the same amount of tubes. Kind of put it like, put it here. Oh my god, I just lost my cursor. There we go. And let's do brightness to opacity. Then we'll manipulate this one as well. There. So we gotta kind of do this number. We're just gonna make it look like it's on the other side, like behind it. I think. Am I even using the right? I'm still not using the right one. Hold on. Okay, hit okay. And mesh transformation, that's what I need. Come on. Come in. And out a little bit. And maybe a little that way. Really kind of manipulate it that way. And then, oops, kind of getting out of the line there. You gotta erase. There we go. Oops, let's make sure these connect here. Of course, I can also fix this when we merge all the lines together. All right, so I think I'm at the point where I need to take a break. So I am going to save. We made some really good progress though on our creature here. It's gonna be fun to color this too. That's what I'm most excited for. It's my absolute favorite part. Alright, so let's get it in the screen here. Let's kind of make it nice and big so you guys can see what I did. Alright, hell yeah. Yeah, this is a good stopping point here. I'm gonna go ahead and put you guys in the lobby here so we can wrap up. I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with me while I work on this. I really appreciate you guys spending time with me. I love talking to you guys, hanging out with you while I do artwork. It's the best. Thank you, Pensy. I really appreciate it. If you like the kind of content I do, please follow me to see when I go live. If you like it even more, consider subscribing. I'm trying to go for a partner here, so the first goal is 10 subs, so if you could help me out with that, that would be awesome. I am not streaming tomorrow, so I'll be taking a break, but I'll be back on Thursday and Friday with Schedule 1. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Let me drink some water for Pensy. There we go.